part two of the first video. And although social media is blamed for a lot of the actions and reactions going on today, it does give an open window to the reality as to what is going on, because people are not only expressing themselves about the reality of what they know and the information and evidence they have, but also about how they feel about what is going on with the crime in the United States. Many feel that our present government is controlling, is chaotic, is narcissist, is racist, and is a Nazi. But imagine having a country where there are no rules like they did before, where people will come and take your home, take possession of your house, and you will have no rights. Now, can you imagine that? You pay the taxes on your home, and someone, while it is empty, takes over. Wouldn't it be nice if you could do that in another country? Go ahead and try. See what happens. Only in America, where people are able to commit crime and get away with it. But have you not an American citizen? If I, as an older woman, committed a crime, I will definitely be behind bar. Just like it is okay for someone who's popular and is famous or influencer to do something wrong, get away with it, and continue to live a life that's productive and is acceptable in society. See, some norms and rules do not apply to everyone, and that's unfair. You cannot have a country where there are no rules, and you cannot have a system where people do not obey the police or the force that is in control of keeping order. That cannot happen. And the system is so corrupted that you can kill someone just because you're uncomfortable with their way of speaking or their decision. Even myself, I'm attacked on Facebook and some of the social media because of my videos, because people do not agree about what I said in my opinion, which I, as an American citizen, have the right under the Fifth Amendment to express myself. I can give my opinion. I hardly ever mention names. I can mention the system or the government, which influences or includes a multitude of people, but I'm never pointing out those who are part of the system. That's not my intention. My intention is to make clear and bring a point forward that some people may not even be aware of, because there is so much blame, but we're not being conscious about what is going on both sides of the spectrum. We need to educate ourselves. We need to know what is going on. We need to know who is doing what. Are they working on our behalf? Are their actions honorable, authentic? Or are they just playing this game because there is a benefit on their part for having something approved, for having a law to go in effect, for the protests that are going on today? You can make sure that people just do not get out on the street and decide we're going to protest about this or that. You know, it happens as retaliation. It happens because someone instigates, and it happens because someone, with their attitude, their words, and their negative actions, are encouraging what is happening today in our system. They are responsible. If you cannot keep a conversation or a system in order, you are out of order. Just like if you go and investigate someone against their will and violate their rights and, just do what you want with their information, that is illegal. According to the Bible, you are considered a monster if you do that. You do not go against someone's will without their authority and try to investigate who they are, where they come from, how much money they make, what's their phone number, what's their address. You don't have a right to violate somebody's privacy just because you want to for your benefits. Just like you don't have a right to kill someone. The Bible says, "Thou shalt not kill." Thou shalt not kill. Just like you should forgive, no judgment, no sins. Because let me tell you something. When you live under those commandments, you are a free man. And you acquire a power that is unlike no other, because it is the power of the intelligence of God. You don't need to be influenced by people. You don't need to go to a church. You just need to know the words and follow. Follow and understand the power that comes with it. Notice when there is animosity, when there is anger, when there is judgment, hate, sinful nature, everything begins to turn around like a circle. It continues on and on. It's getting invested into it. It's as if there is an evil frequency getting more and more and more non-stop. And what happens? It all begins like a black hole with a velocity that is uncontrollable. There is no control to it. And I believe that we're living in those times right now. Every single day you turn the news on, there is a crime happening. I would love to hear something prosperous, something that somebody did that influenced somebody, someone that helped a person become a better human being. We live in a system that is so rich and it has so much money and so much power. And there are so many people hungry, so many people unemployed, and more about to be. Instead of building a society, I believe we're destroying it. The downfall of an American society, that's how I see it. We are not progressing, even though the president said we're doing so well. But why are so many people unemployed? I am one of them. I've been looking for a job for almost a year, and I can find a simple job because they have made it so difficult for older people to try to get a job. Now you got to become a psychologist. Now you got to be psychologically evaluated, and now you have to pass the test that Elon Musk gives to his engineer in order for you to be a cashier, a cleaner. Are you kidding me? What have we come? What are we doing to our society? This is what artificial intelligence does. It's progressing and it's making millions of dollars to those who are wise enough to know what to do with it. But it's leaving the majority of people behind. You cannot build a society half and half. It has to flourish from within, and it has to surface to where everyone is doing well. And someone is responsible for doing this. I'm not saying that the government have to give you money or the government, have to support you, give you welfare, whatever. That's not my point. My point is we should all be able to prosper, even at different scales, from an elderly to a young guy, to an up-and-coming millionaire, to the billionaires. It is my view that billionaires have too much leg room to do whatever they want. And once in a while they give to a charity, and once in a while they help somebody. You know what? I think a millionaire should buy a house and a car for every family, every year. Every year they should pick one family who is doing average, buy them a house, get them a new car, so they can survive, so they can eat and feed their children. They have enough money to do that and more, but they'd rather invest it in something different that's going to make them more money and more money and more money. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all of these millionaires. What are you doing for the rest of humanity? Once in a while, you give money to a church or a charity. Build up somebody's life. Help someone retire. Allow a family to have a happy life. I'm not telling you to fly them business class or anything of that nature. Help them out. You have the financial means to do that. Show the world that you care. It's not so much about you and your flamboyant lifestyle that you show to the world about how many airplanes and fantastic mansions you have. Because of us, the American people, you have made it to be who you are as a billionaire. No offenses to anyone. No, I don't hate you. You know what? When I see people with their big houses, I bless them. I bless them. I've been there. I have big houses. I had it all. I do not envy people. I just want to live a happy life where I can get up in the morning and not worry, how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to get food? How am I going to buy for my dog? And I'm one person. Imagine someone with 2, 3, 4 kids to sleep in a car because they don't have money and they don't have a place, a shelter in America? What in the world is going on here? The downfall of an American society. And that's my conclusion. Thank you for watching my video. And you may find more videos on YouTube about conversations with Francis. Have a wonderful day.